Yahshua the Messiah should be sitting on the heart and man's heart and mind, his thrones on the inside spiritually. So also, um, he's not slack in his promise. This promise was made, and also when they made it through the divided waters of the River Jordan, it was on dry ground where Yahshua leading the way. So putting Yahshua the Messiah, he's bringing us into a spiritual kingdom. This was only physical, but it pointed to the spiritual, because his kingdom has both Jew and Gentile, spiritually. So, and you know that puts me in the right mind frame where I'm not on racism or looking at man's color, because it has absolutely nothing to do with that. It's about the spiritual aspect. And he poured out his gift of the Holy Spirit on Jew and Gentile. So, yeah.
Genesis 12, 1 through 4. Now Yahweh had said unto Abram, Get thee out of thy country, and from thy kindred, and from thy father's house, unto a land that I will show thee. And I will make of thee a great nation, and I will bless thee, and make thy name great, and thou shalt be a blessing. And I will bless them that bless thee, and curse them that curse thee. And in thee shall all families of the earth be blessed.
All right. Now, that was a great thing for Abraham. I mean, I looked at that, studied of Abraham, that Yahweh chose Abraham. He was blessed because of his faith. He went through a death, and then psychologically, he went through a death, burial, and resurrection because he was told to sacrifice his son, and he willingly was going to do that. And you ask many people today if they willing to kill a firstborn. I don't know how many people you'll find, but Yahweh chose him. Melchizedek was high priest at the time and blessed Abraham. And Abraham stayed his hand when he was going to sacrifice him. And actually he told him to sacrifice a ram instead of Isaac. So where is that ram? There's the ram right there. So that's Hebrews 11, 17, and 19. And you can help me out with that. You can read that. Because, I'm just going, he always proves himself to me. Yahweh always proves himself. Anything that I have asked, if he wanted, it was in his will, he came through on that. So I'm thankful that I have a wonderful Elohim, that I can go to him in my times of trouble, just as when Moses was confused out here in the wilderness, overlooking the children of Israel. And if he ever had a problem or question, he was to go in the tent, talk to Yahshua the Messiah. And that's going inside, praying, inside, talking to Yahshua on the inside of your house. And whatever Yahweh told him, that was how he was to govern. He was overlooking the children of Israel. He was a type of an intercessor, So that's what I do. When I got problems, I go right to Yahshua the Messiah inside in my tent, my own personal tent, to help me through whatever battle that I had, because it was Yahshua the Messiah who fights these physical battles for people. Out here in the land of Canaan, he fought a lot of battles up here. I don't know exactly where that is, but I mean, he's strength. This is strength and power fighting for you. So, I mean, I know to go to him because there is no fleshly man that I can go to get what I need. And if it's in his will, I just ask for that. And like I said, he's not a liar. He's always come through for me. And I'm just thankful. I didn't really have much on my heart and mind. We had a topic coming up with the sacrifices of animals or dietary laws. Now, I recently went over that, which was pretty cool because I looked at the tribes around here because it was 12 tribes and it was three on each side, but they had an emblem. Uh, for one of those emblems was the eagle, and I think it was from the tribe of Asher. And Ai, Asher. Ai means I will be what I will to be. And also, there's some, some things came to mind also. Um, when Yahweh, I know I'm all over the place, but like I said, I didn't mean to, I didn't know I was going to be caught. But when Yahweh was out here at the burning bush, can we find that chapter? Because he showed uh, Moses some miracles before he was to go down here to Egypt, because he was introducing Moses, but he also showed him that he was a healer. And we all come out of Egypt. We all come from the world, because Egypt typifies the world where there was many gods.
Yeah.
And there's many gods in the world. So we all come out of that. But he showed Moses something with that. I want to find that.
What the staff and the miracles that he
Yeah,
showed Moses.
yeah.
And Yahweh said unto him, Exodus 4 and 2.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
And Yahweh said unto him, What is it? What is that in thine hand? And he said, A rod. And he said, Cast it on the ground. And he cast it on the ground, and it became a serpent. And Moses fled from before it. And Yahweh said unto Moses, Put forth thine hand and take it by the tail. He put forth his hand and caught it, and became a rod in his hand, that they might believe that Yahweh Elohim of their fathers, the Elohim of Abraham, the Elohim of Isaac, and the Elohim of Jacob, hath appeared unto thee. And Yahweh said furthermore unto him, Put now thy hand into thy bosom. And he put his hand into his bosom, and when he took it out, behold, his hand was leprous as snow. And he said, Put thine hand into thy bosom again. And he put his hand into his bosom again, and he plucked it out of his bosom, and behold, it was turned again as his other flesh.
All right. So that right there showed me that Yahweh is the healer. That's the healer right there. He's showing him he has the power to afflict and the power to heal, which is a beautiful thing. That's amazing in itself. So, and also he picked up the rod, and you pick up that serpent or that devil, which is cast out of heaven by the lie, the tail. He said, pick it up by the tail, and most people think, tail, T-A-I-L, but it's meaning the tail, T-A-L-E, the lie. You gotta pick them up by the lie. You know? And that's actually exactly what I see on the news all the time. I watch the news and I'm like, man, the devil got lies, floods of lies, floods of lies. And it's just like that one chapter I read in Revelations where the dragon let out a flood and to take away the woman clothed in the sun. And that's taking away Yahshua the Messiah, because we are the body of Yahshua the Messiah, which is the woman, which is clothed in the sun, clothed in Yahshua the Messiah. And he has these lies going on right now, flood of lies to take you off of your course. So, my thing is, I'm thankful to know anything of Yahshua the Messiah. And, I'm just trying to keep my heart and mind on him, because there's so many lies going on. It's even one chapter that says that he will have so many lies that he could fool the very elect. And even in this school, I've seen people, now they're talking about the worshiping Dr. Kinley, and I've never heard those words come out of his mouth that he wanted to be worshipped. He always had people worshiping Yahshua the Messiah, but you got lies out here. So I'm thankful that I'm here today, and I'm thankful that I'm learning the Yahshua still. I'm still asking him to teach me, and to keep me focused on him because it's crazy out here in the world. I mean, I know you all hear it on the news, people just out and all just losing their mind. People running up and doing violence on innocent people, you know. So, you know, you don't know what's on people's hearts and minds.
Yeah.
But I just asked Yahshua Messiah to keep my heart and mind on him because he keeps me in peace, and he's the comforter and the counselor. Counselor, a great counselor.
Right, great.
Especially, you know, now I'm different with how it's been a spiritual thing with me because now I don't react the same way to certain situations. It used to be a time where I was a lot younger and I might felt like I was being done unjustly, and I don't flip off the handle like before. I might get mad or something, but now I know, you know, sometimes people just doing their job, and hey, it's cool. You can go somewhere else, or you can handle it. You can have another situation and handle it differently.
Right.
As opposed to being quick with the wrath, because sometimes that stuff is really deadly. As I've seen many a times with police situations, you know, and I'm saying, man, you know, I could see sometimes, you know, look like an innocent black man might get killed, and if he had to only just took the time to wait and have patience, you know, because Yahshua, he gives patience, and I can see it, and it can be destructive, being quick with the wrath, and I'm not, you know how people are, say, I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that, and then the man loses his life.
Yeah.
You know, so I can only thank Yahshua because I still run across law enforcement, and maybe they might not be treating me all the greatest, but, you know, Yahshua say, hey, it is what it is, and keep it moving. And keep it moving, you know. So, you know, those are my little words. I'm just thankful, you know, that Yahshua got me here, and he's keeping me and allowing me to learn and be a part of this great gospel, because it's still so much to the gospel, and I know people say they've been in school for many years, and they still learn.
Yeah.
So I'm just thankful for that, and give the floor whenever.
Thank you, Dr. Jones. Our next speaker for this afternoon is the Dean, Dr. John Quace.
Good afternoon,
Good afternoon.
and I give all honor and glory to Yahshua Messiah and Yahweh Elohim. Yeah, there is a couple things on my heart and mind, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna be allowed to go through it. But I will say this, and that is that this is a school, and this is not a church. And this school is a result of a divine panoramic vision that was given to our founder in the year 1931. He had a vision and a revelation. Now, I know that a lot of times I don't get to say that. I mean, we do go through the textbook, and we read the papers, and we listen to the tapes, and we don't worship the man. But we have to, how do I say this? I mean, there's so much stuff going out in the world. I know we have a second time or a visitor that has been coming a couple of times, so I don't want to go out with a deep end. But I'm going to say this: this is not a church. Now, what does that mean? You know, that's a deep thing to say. It's not deep to those people who've been in here and had this as a school. But if you come from a church, and a lot of us have come from a church background. One of the things, let's get into that, and one of the things, first look up the word church. This is not the way I wanted to, but I had on my heart and mind at all. We'll look up the word church, and let's see what that means. Also, I want where the children of Israel, they came out of Egypt, and first, I'll tell you what, the last vessel went into how Yahshua gave Moses some signs, and Moses was told to, with the name of Yahweh, to go back down, tell the elders, and also tell Pharaoh what his name is, and present those signs and tell Pharaoh to let his people go. His people meaning Yahweh's people. From the promise that was made to Abraham, that his seed had to go down, and afterwards they would come out with a great substance. So Moses goes down and tells Pharaoh, let them go. But the reason they had to come out of Egypt was so that they could worship around this mountain. See, so what I want to do is show and look at how it was Yahweh that spoke down through the people that were gathered around this mountain. And it was the Israelites. See, the Egyptians, they drowned in the Red Sea. So this law was given to the Jews and to the Jews only. See, now this is the first congregation, this is the first assembly, and the speaker was Yahweh, or the Creator himself, speaking down in the hearing of the children of Israel. All right, now this is the first church, or this is the first congregation set up, see, and the speaker was Yahweh. He didn't have Moses speaking. He didn't have nobody speaking but himself. All right, so let that be the way we go, hopefully. All right, what did I ask for? I asked for the word, church, and then I asked for the scripture. I'm asking for you guys to help me out, because if you understand what I was just saying, as far as more Moses, I don't know how you're going to do it. How you're going to do it is show how that Moses was told to bring the children of Israel around this mountain. He did it when he first came down to Egypt, and he went to Pharaoh, and Pharaoh said, I don't know Yahweh, neither am I going to let them go. See, and this is okay, so while they're looking for that, we should have the word or church already.
Definition of church from Merriam-Webster online.
Mm-hmm.
A building for public and especially Christian worship.
Mm-hmm.
A clergy of a religious body.
All right, so it's a body. See, now first of all, please don't think that a church has to be something Christian. All right, go ahead.
A body or organization of religious believers.
See, believers, religious believers. See, go ahead.
A public divine worship.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go down some more here.
And have you got any synonyms?
Yes.
Okay.
Synonyms: clergy, cloth, ministry, spirituality, spiritual, presbytery, clerkship, hierarchy,
Mm-hmm.
priesthood.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. Here we have.
So we got a body, and they keep throwing in Presbyterian, Christians. They keep throwing in different religions in there. All right, but we know that it's a body of people of divine worship. Should be.
Mhm.
All right, so we're going to get the other scripture I asked for, if you got it. Also, I'm going to need Acts 17 chapter, which said he's not worshipped with man's hands. Could be 24. I'm not sure what that's at, but I know it's Acts 17 chapter.
17:24.
Okay. All right, so,
Exodus 5:1.
okay.
And afterward Moses and Aaron went in and told Pharaoh, Thus saith Yahweh Elohim of Israel,
Mm-hmm.
Let my people go, that they may hold a feast unto me in the wilderness.
Mm-hmm.
And Pharaoh said, Who is Yahweh that I should obey his voice to let Israel go?
That's right.
I know not Yahweh, neither will I let Israel go.
All right, so there was some opposition here to Yahweh, see, to let the children of Israel go from Egypt to worship Yahweh. Now that opposition is still going on to this very day. There's some opposition that to serve the creator of heaven and earth, you're going to have someone who does not want you to do it. See, I don't even like saying someone, because I know what I mean in my heart and mind. I really don't mean someone. Something, yeah, that stop you from worshiping Yahweh. See, we experience that on an everyday basis when we're trying to come to class. Don't go down there. You know, you really? You think you like somebody said, I'll use May, for example. You went down there twice already. Do you really need to go down there? I thought that was pretty good. Do you really need to go down there 3 times? And I like this one. Well, you say this is a school. Haven't you graduated yet? If this is a school, you should have a piece of paper saying you have graduated. Because we do call this, it's set up as a school, not a church. See? Okay, now, give me the other one, Acts.
You wanted the other part in Exodus?
Yeah, give me the other part in Exodus too.
Exodus 19 and 20.
Right, where he's speaking down from the mountain. Go ahead.
And Yahweh came down upon Mount Sinai
Mhm.
on the top of the mount. And Yahweh called Moses up to the mount, and Moses went up.
Mm.
And Yahweh said unto Moses, Go down, charge the people lest they break through unto Yahweh to gaze, and many of them perish.
Mm-hmm.
And let the priests also which come near to Yahweh sanctify themselves, lest Yahweh break
listen to
forth
this.
upon them.
See, the definition of the church is talked about a priest, the ministries. See, now, the priests, they're not going to be the ones that's going to speak to the children of Israel in the beginning. It's going to actually be the creator of heaven and earth. See, we're going to have to look at this, because when we get down to what's going on right now, see, it has to be him speaking in your heart and mind. See, and not me or anyone else standing up here claiming to be a mediator. Because we will not, flesh will not do for a mediator.
Right,
All right, so get flesh and blood out of your mind. See, because a man will fall short, which is why people are being found out not to be who they say they are.
right.
Go ahead.
Acts.
Acts 17:24.
Mm-hmm.
Yahweh, who made the world and all things therein,
Mm-hmm.
seeing that he is ruler of heaven and earth,
Mm-hmm.
he dwelleth not in temples made with hands.
Now wait a minute. He dwelleth not in temples made with hands. Now Yahweh did give instructions of to build this tabernacle. See, he gave instructions to the tabernacle, put his spirit, and gave them specification or the instructions, the skill, I should say, on how to build this tabernacle. See, on the vision that was shown to Moses. He also gave instructions on how to build Solomon's temple. See, give me that as well. Then I'm gonna look. We're gonna get into this and show you that. Look, these churches you see on these corners, nobody told them to do anything. Sorry, but that's not how it is. When Yahweh wants something built, see, he will tell you how to build it. See, this tabernacle, you read the 24th, 25th, 26th, 27th, 28th. It talks about this tabernacle and the vessels therein. See, and this altar sin and sacrifice. First of all, this tabernacle is threefold. It is a court round about, a holy place, a most holy place. Better illustrated right here. See, this tabernacle had 9 primary vessels in here. Is that right? Yeah. See, but now you had the gate. These are the steps. You had the gate. You had the altar sin and sacrifice. This is where the priests, see, the structure and the function. This is where the priest would where he would put the sacrifice. See, on this altar sin and sacrifice. The reason that the high priest or the priest had to offer up a sacrifice, because it typified, as you say, Jesus Christ, but really Yahshua the Messiah. See, it typified the Savior coming down and dying on the cross. 4 points of blood, see, one in his right hand, left hand, thorns on his head, and nails in his feet, to show you that there was 4 points of blood, see, on his altar and sacrifice, where the sacrifice was offered up. So these animal sacrifices, which by the way, they never did anything, see, these sacrifices pointed up to Yahshua Messiah. These sacrifices could not have any spots or any blemishes, because he had no spots and no blemishes. You have 4 points of blood, just like you have 4 points of blood. See, when they ate that lamb to get out of Egypt, to come out and worship him. See, just like they had to put him on the cross. See, excuse me, look. You got nails in you got fingernails, and you got toenails. See, why do you have fingernails? Because they put nails in his hand. Why do you have toenails? And because, now, who said, now, what religion is that? That ain't nobody's religion. See, but you, if you break a toenail or a hand, a fingernail, you crying. See, now he was. Now, okay, go ahead.
And he made, let's see here, Acts 17:25. Neither is he worshipped with men's hands as though he needed anything, seeing he giveth to all life and breath and all things.
That's right. See, go good. All right, now, I'm going to stretch out here and get something out. I have no idea where it's at. Solomon, okay, let's do it this way. Give me First Chronicles 28:19. We'll do it that way. But this particular temple, Solomon said, would Yahweh truly dwell in a temple, seeing the heavens cannot contain thee? You good at looking up scripture. Look that up. All right.
First Chronicles 28:19.
Mm-hmm.
All this said David, Yahweh made me understand in writing by his hand upon me, even all the works of this pattern.
Mm-hmm. See, now look, David wanted to build a temple because look, he said, look, Yahweh dwelleth in this little tent over here, and shouldn't he have something better than a tent, a tabernacle? Let's build him a temple. See, and the prophet that was back there said, yeah, go ahead and do it. And then he found out that it wasn't David that built the temple. See, but it was his son Solomon that was going to build the temple because David's hands was bloody.
Yeah.
So it was his son that was going to build the temple. Even that's a spiritual announcement. We won't get into that. But so it was his son that was going to build the temple. See, do you have that scripture that I asked for? Okay. Let me know when.
Yeah. Okay. First Kings 8:27.
Okay.
But will Elohim indeed dwell on earth?
Mm-hmm.
Behold, the heavens and heavens of heavens cannot
Now,
contain
wait a
thee.
minute. Didn't we just read something like that in Acts? It says, look, the heavens of heavens. Look, go ahead.
Behold, the heaven and heavens of heavens cannot contain thee.
Mm-hmm.
How much less this house have I that I have builded?
That's right. See, look, this house, this temple, it can't contain thee. See, and here's one of the reasons why. See, that we, as vessels, we try to place Yahweh in a little box. See, but that, look, give me Colossians, the first chapter, where it says that by him everything consists. See, you're gonna look, Yahweh. See, look, Yahweh is pure spirit, and in this state and condition, he cannot be conceived, understood. See, you cannot see him in this state. You cannot look. You can't get outside of Yahweh to see Yahweh. See, because Yahweh is everywhere.
Yeah.
He's the source and substance, the limits, the bounds of all things and everything. By him, everything consists. He doesn't have to go nowhere to be nowhere. He's omnipotent, omnipotent, omnipresent. See, that means he's everywhere at the same time, all knowing. See, there is no one that can stand up here and say that. See, now, give me Colossians. And you could start, I guess, at what, 26 or somewhere over there?
Okay.
I'm not sure. 13, 14.
Colossians 1:17.
Good.
And he is before all things, and in him all things have been permanently
Now, see, we're
placed.
trying to put him in something, not realizing that everything's in him. So how you going to put him in something, and he's in every... Oh, you go ahead.
And he is the head of the body, the assembly, who is the beginning.
So he's a head of the church. He's a head of the body. So look, you only have one head.
Yeah.
See, and it is not your minister. Go ahead.
The firstborn from the dead, that in all things he might have the preeminence among all.
That's right. See, look, it was him. We're going to get into this. It was him on the day of Pentecost who poured out his spirit. See, listen, folks. It is not you or I that should take the credit or the honor. See, he's a jealous Elohim. See, and he deserves to be worshipped, and only him. See, now, look, the children of Israel had this tabernacle out here in the wilderness. See, this tabernacle was threefold, as we said. Give me Leviticus 16:2. We don't ever get this one. Give me also number 789. We'll get that one as well.
Leviticus 16:2. And Yahweh said unto Moses, Speak unto Aaron thy brother, that he come
Also, give me 1 Corinthians 6:9. I'm sorry, go ahead.
that he come not at all time into the holy place within the veil before the mercy seat, which is upon the ark, that he die not. For I will appear in the cloud upon the mercy seat. Thus shall Aaron come into the holy place with a young bullock for sin offering, and a ram for burnt offering.
Mhm.
He shall put on the holy linen coat, and he shall have the linen breeches upon his flesh.
That's right.
And he shall be girded with the linen girdle,
Mhm.
and with the linen mitre.
So once a year he would go up there with this outfit. See, and it said, holiness unto Yahweh. See, this priest is a type and shadow of the true priest. See, after the order of Melchizedek, see, which is Yahshua the Messiah, as you call him, Jesus Christ. See, now, go ahead.
With the mitre shall be with the linen mitre shall be attired. These are the holy garments.
Mhm.
Therefore shall he wash his flesh in water, and so put them on.
That's right.
And he shall take of the congregation of the children of Israel 2 kids of the
Now, that's
goat.
good enough. So see, he took the sacrifice from the children of Israel, see, pointing up to Yahshua's side. See, the children of Israel, they had to, look, give sacrifices, see, and they would offer up the sacrifice just like they said, kill Yahshua Messiah. So he said, we don't want him. See, we don't have no king. See, that's not our king. They just go ahead and kill him. So they had to offer him up. See, just like they offer up the sacrifices. See, that sacrifices, those sacrifices of 1,500 years was a type of Yahshua the Messiah. See, him appearing in that most holy place. See, Yahweh himself appearing as a cloud, the same cloud that led them, see, out and sat up on that mountain, see, got up in that most holy place. See, that same cloud, see, is typified, see, by your brain, which is gray and white matter. See, you have a cloud. See, we're trying to get you to see that, look, you are a tabernacle. See, and you don't have to go nowhere,
Yeah.
see, to be with him.
Yeah.
See, he comes into your heart, into your mind, into your tabernacle, just like he came into this tabernacle. 1 Corinthians 6:19-20.
1 Corinthians 6:19-20.
Mm-hmm.
What? Know ye not that your body is
Now
the
he's got
temple?
Paul saying, what? Don't you know this? Go ahead.
Know ye not that your body is the temple of the Holy Spirit which is in you,
Mm-hmm.
which ye have of Elohim, and ye are not your own?
Mm.
For ye are bought with a price. Therefore, glorify Elohim in your body.
In
and
your body. Not in that church over in the corner over there, but in your body. That's where you glorify. That's where you're going to find. In your body. Go ahead.
and in your spirit,
Mhm.
which are Elohim's.
That's right. See, you don't even belong to yourself. That's a hard thing to, you think I'm 21, I belong to myself.
Yeah.
See, no, this is a rental. That's all it is. This is a rental. The only thing you need to pay is pay attention and give him honor. See, when it comes time for you to leave that house, he has no problem of evicting you
Right.
or taking you out of that house.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's the law. And
Right.
you're going to go.
Mm-hmm.
See, I'm not. All right. Ephesians 5 and something, 28 maybe. I'm not sure. See, look. But we're going to look at this. That the creation, see, belongs to him because it's a part of him. See, just like your hand belongs to you. See, just like your arm belongs to you. See, the creation is an extension of him, or that is him. See, multiplied. See, I know that might not make no sense, but see, the tree, that's him. See, the sun, that's him. See, and see, that's why he gave the commandment. Don't worship. Listen, one of the commandments was don't worship anything in heaven, under the heaven, or on earth. Don't worship in the sea. Why? Because you don't need to do that. Because he's all of that. Go to the source and substance and see that you worship him and him only.
Yeah.
That's what we're trying to get. Yeah, yep, that's right. Go ahead.
Ephesians 5:30.
Mm-hmm.
For we are members of his body, of
Mhm.
his flesh, and of his bone.
Mm-hmm.
For this cause shall a man leave his father and mother, and shall be joined unto his wife, and they two shall be one
There's
flesh.
a little scripture that says there's one body, one, what is that one?
4
One
and
spirit.
4. Ephesians 4 and 4. 1 4.
All right. I want that one too, but go ahead, finish that. Go ahead.
And they shall two shall be one flesh.
Now, wait a minute. Adam and Eve, see, this is the perfect story because Romans 1:19-20 says, take the natural to understand the spiritual. See, Adam, see, and Eve, that was a man and a woman. Eve came out of the man, a rib and a womb. Adam was put into a deep sleep. See, and then Yahweh formed the woman out of the man. Why is that? Because when Yahweh took on shape and form known as Elohim, the archetype pattern of the universe, or the word or son, or this is the Holy Spirit, or this is Yahshua before he's manifested in a physical body. See, now when he came out of that pure spirit state, see, the whole creation, see, came out of him. See, remember you read Colossians, said he's before all things, and by him all things consist. See, so everything is made from him. See, and that's why matter is threefold: a proton, a neutron, an electron. That's why he's Yahweh, Elohim, and Yahshua, and these three are one. A cell is a nucleus, nucleolus is a cell body. Why are these things threefold yet one? Because it typifies the holy, or typifies Yahweh, that he's what, a unity and not a trinity. See, and that's why you live in a universe, not a triverse. That's why you and I walk around three different people. See, Yahweh has laid this down in such a way that the wise man won't understand this.
Right.
See, he's showing it to the foolish. He's showing it to the unlearned. See, so that they won't stand up and say, look at what I did. That's why man was created according to Moses' vision on the 6th day and not on the first day. So he said, look what, pretty soon, if they wasn't according to Moses' vision, really Yahweh, as that scripture said right there in the 33rd chapter of Psalms, he just willed it in and it came in. But he showed it to Moses. If Yahweh had created man and Moses' vision on the first day, sooner or later he was saying, look at me and Yahweh did. We created the second day. I don't know about the first day, but we created the second day. We created the third day. Moving on to the fourth day. We created the fourth day. We created the fifth day. Not realizing, see, that you done created according to Moses' vision on the 6th. That's why you can't take no credit. Because he knows how we are. Go ahead.
Ephesians 4:4. There is one body and one spirit, even as ye are called in the hope of your calling.
That's right.
One Yahweh, one faith, one baptism.
That's right.
One Elohim and Father of all, who is above all and through all and in you all.
Yeah, see, that's right. One body. See, now, it behooves you to want to understand what is that body and what is that church, what is that congregation.
Yeah.
See, that's what this is all about. See, now I was talking about how Adam was taken out of, Eve was taken out of Adam, and Adam was put into a deep sleep. See, and then Eve was presented unto Adam. This typified. Give me tell you what. Let's do it. Look, first, a couple things we can do. Let's do it this way first. These vessels that was in this tabernacle. See, this tabernacle set up on this mountain. See, Mount Zion. See, and then see, after 490 years, these vessels were placed where? In Solomon's temple. The golden vessels were placed in Solomon's temple because this tabernacle, it was weather beat. See, it had got old. I mean, quite naturally, 400. Yeah, it should be old, right? I mean, we would call that I don't know what we call that, one of those old buildings.
Historic.
Thank you. Historic. See, and how they had to take those vessels and put it in that temple. And that temple was a glorious thing to look at. See, and I was, excuse me, I was listening to a tape, and how, look, that temple, the light of that temple was so bright, see, that it was blinding because of the gold. And see, when they robbed that temple, they took all the gold away from that temple. Now look, if you were in that temple, see, you wasn't blinded by the light.
That's right.
See, but now if you're looking outside of it, see, you blinded by the light. See, we're supposed to be in the temple.
Yeah.
I know what I want. Give me Revelations 21, where it says that there is no temple. Yeah, we're gonna look at this. Revelation. Let's look at this and see. See. Then we can get into this more and show that Yahweh has always made a way that he has placed a body, see, and talked to them and placed them in some place secure. See, and he's always been with us. See, because it's showing that, look, he's with his body. He has not left his body. And see, I know this may not make no sense. See, and to the world, I know it don't make no sense because to the world, God is coming back. He ain't here, he's coming back. That is a very serious error. That means you have left your wife.
Yeah.
All right? And that's not good. I'm married, I don't want to leave my wife. Because, hey, now something happened to me. In other words, I'm there.
Yeah.
You don't leave your wife because another man is bound to take her.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's what See, that's what the Pope is doing.
Right.
See, trying to take the place, trying to be like the Most High. See, and he has a church or a congregation or an assembly. Oh, this is a big mess, boy. This is why the world is in such in the condition that it is right now. You only understood that. Go ahead.
Revelations 21 and 22.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw no temple therein, for Yahweh El Shaddai and the Lamb are the temple of it.
Wait a minute. He said, I saw no temple therein. Now, this is all the way in the book of Revelations. See, so it's what you would call the end. And he said, I saw no temple thereof. Go ahead.
For Yahweh El Shaddai and the Lamb are the temple of it.
Now,
And
see
this,
that? Oh, man, go ahead.
and the city had no need of the sun,
Mm-hmm.
neither of the moon,
Mm-hmm.
to shine in it.
Mm-hmm.
For the glory of Yahweh did lighten it, and the Lamb is the light thereof.
That's right. Now, see, look. Just like they had a 7 branch golden candlestick, they lit up this tabernacle. See, look. And the Solomon's temple, they had lights in there as well. See, now, but this particular temple that we're talking about, which is Yahweh himself, where we dwell in, see, in Yahshua the Messiah, see, he is the light. See, and it's in him that we dwell. See, and that's not on a corner. See, that temple is not located on this earth plane.
Yeah.
All right? You can't find it over there downtown. It's not in the city over there. See, it's not even in Jerusalem beneath. See, it's actually in Jerusalem above.
Yeah.
See, now give me that. See, Jerusalem above. See. And just keep in mind what we're trying to get across here is that, look, what is the temple? See, what is the body? See, when you walk out of here, yeah, feel free to go to your church, but realize this, that when next time you step in that church, see, and look, and first of all, you might be saying, what the heck am I talking about? Because we're down here, this is a school. But now, I like to use this analogy. The gentleman that got up here and said, I really didn't know I was going to get called up. You know what? You don't have to know you're going to get called up. Because, see, you're a vessel. And it's Yahweh has to do what? Speak through you. And you carry that tabernacle wherever you go. And you might be next to somebody, and don't you realize that you are that tabernacle, and you are speaking? It is not you, it's the Holy Spirit supposed to be speaking through you. See, so we're not carrying we're not carrying a physical building around with us.
Yeah.
See, he's in us, and we're in him. I don't know if that makes any sense. Go ahead.
Galatians 4:26.
Mm-hmm.
But Jerusalem, which is above, is free, which is the mother of us all.
See, Jerusalem above. See, Jerusalem was a type. The children of Israel, they were a type. See, Galatians 2:28 says there's neither Jew nor Gentile. See, go ahead.
For it is written, rejoice, thou barren that bearest not. Break forth and cry that thou travailest not. For the desolate have many more children than she which hath an husband.
That's right. See, so Jerusalem above. See, it's the Jerusalem beneath. See, it's a type of Jerusalem above. See, so he had to have a physical land. And see, look, I know it. Let's do this. When Yahshua was walking around the earth plane, this is what he told us. What is it? I don't know what it is. For right now, give me John 2:19 and 20. That's not what I want, but give me John 2:19 and 20. Look, when he was walking around the earth plane, he told them, because they showed him the temple. What was it, the Roaring Temple? They showed him the Roaring Temple. See, and the children of Israel, they were like pretty happy. You know, look at our temple. It's a glorious thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
They told the creator heaven and earth, creator heaven and earth. See, look at this temple. See, and he said, look, this temple shall be destroyed in 70. Oh, I need that as well. But give me John. I think it's 2:20. I'm not sure. Try that.
John 2 and 20. 2 and 20. Then said the no, I'll have to go 2:18.
Okay.
Then answered the Jews and said unto him, What sign showest thou unto us, seeing that thou doest these things? Yahshua answered and said unto them, Destroy this temple, and in 3 days I will raise it up.
Now, see, he wasn't talking about that temple sitting over there. See, that temple, well, where am I? Let me shut up.
Then said the Jews, 46 years was this temple in the building, and wilt thou rear it up in 3 days?
Now, see,
But he spake of the temple of his body.
See?
Right.
The temple of his body. Remember in Revelation, see, he's the temple. We're not making this stuff up. It might seem like you're making it up, but we're not making this up. See? It says, destroy this temple, and in 3 days he will do what? Raise it up. So see, it's that resurrection, it's that resurrected temple that we're being placed in. Just like these vessels of this tabernacle was placed in Solomon's temple, the type and shadow of the true temple, which is his body. See? Go ahead.
Let's see.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it for
Okay,
that
good. All right, so I think we gave some examples of that. Now, look, Yahweh gave man 3 things to make. One was this ark, Noah's ark. See, and Noah's ark is how many? It's threefold: upper story, middle story, and lower story. One door, one window. See, one door. See, everybody that was going to be saved in that age had to go through that one door, that one way. There was no other way. If you didn't get in that ark, you perished. See, that's how it is right now. That ark was a type and a shadow of Yahshua Messiah, the ark of safety, the resurrected Yahshua Messiah. So you had to be in that ark, and you had to, listen, that prophecy, that the thing that was going about said, it's going to rain. See, and look, they laughed at Noah and said, no, it ain't. See, that's not going to happen. And besides all that, you are crazy. You are building a boat, see, and why are you doing that? And you're doing it for what? 120 years. Do you know that St. Peter Cathedral, that took how many years to build? Why? See, because that's the Satan trying to be like the Most High.
Yeah. Right.
See, and they put all those relics and all those things in that temple. See, just like the vessels, the animals, and the man entered into that ark, and that was the ark of safety. Look, St. Peter's or any other temple, see, has no salvation whatsoever.
Yeah.
See, all of that's going to be destroyed.
Yeah.
See, now, when they got in that ark, see, that ark is the ark of safety. Now, look, I want where that door was closed. And look, because they went into that ark. And look, they went into that ark as a family. See, when they went into that ark, see, give me that, because you see, Yahweh closed that door. See, now, somebody give me some water, please. Look, if this was a church, if this was where we worship at, and we didn't go home or we didn't walk around with Yahshua in us, see, we got to leave this place. Do you realize that? You cannot stay in this room. And look, and when you go, God is not in this room. And thank you. And really, God is everywhere. But Yahweh is everywhere. But what I'm trying to get you to see, this is not like a church building where you close the door and you got to lock it up so you think somebody's going to break in it. Because you got all your special things in there. See? When we leave here, we lock this door because, man, we got things in here. See? But we walk out, we're supposed to walk out just like we walked in with Yahshua in us.
Yeah.
See, that's what we're trying to get you to see.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is making any sense. Did I ask anything?
Genesis 7 and
Okay.
15 and 17.
Mhm.
15 and 16. And they went in unto Noah into the ark, two and two of all flesh, wherein is the breath of life. And they that went in, male and female of all flesh, as Yahweh had commanded him, and Yahweh shut him in.
And he shut that door. See, why did Yahweh have to shut that door? See, because once that door was shut, you couldn't open it back up. See, now Noah's cousins, his closest buds, see, or his enemies. See, if they were knocking on the door, or they saw the ark, all the darkness and all the rain. See, look, they could not get in there.
Yeah.
See, because look, Yahweh added to the assembly that such as should be saved. See, it's not us that added to the assembly. See, he adds to his body. See, now I got to prove that too. So that's in the scripture, I think it's in Acts. Somewhere, it could be the 2nd chapter, I'm not sure. See, but he added to the assembly that such as should be saved. See, he's the one that's adding to his body. See why they getting it? Let me know why you got that. See, look, when you get it. Now look, I think it's 1 Corinthians 12th chapter. It said, it talks about a physical body. It gives it a type and a shadow of a physical body. And it shows that analogy how the hand, the arm, the leg, see, how you need all of that so that body can do what? Function.
Yeah.
See, now you might be the hand. We need you. You might be the foot. We need you. You might be the leg. We need you.
Yeah.
No matter what part of that body or that church or that assembly you are, we need you.
Yeah.
See, and we work together as what? As a body.
Body.
But none of us can take this position.
Right.
You understand that? You might have 2 hands, you might have 2 legs, you might even have 10 fingers. But see, you only got 1 head.
Yeah. Right.
See, types, Romans 1:19 and 20. Type in the shadow. Go ahead. Whatever. Wait, it's added to something. Is it
Acts
44?
2, yeah, Acts 2:40. Start at 40.
Okay.
And with many other words, he testify and exhort, saying, "Save yourselves from this perverse generation."
Now, see, now we're clear over here. See, and this is what he's doing. See, this is Pentecost. See, and they have received the Holy Spirit. See, and now they have. Yeah, just read it.
Then they that gladly received his word were immersed.
Mm-hmm.
And the same day there were added unto them about 3,000 souls.
Mm-hmm.
And they continued steadfastly in the apostles' doctrine and fellowship, and in breaking of bread and in prayers. And fear came upon every soul, and many wondrous signs were done by the prophets.
Mm-hmm.
And all that believed was together and had all things common.
That's right. See, and they went out. See, you didn't really read what it said. He added to the assembly. Yeah, so that wasn't the one.
Okay.
But when you get it, let me know. See, because he added to the body. I want you to see and understand that. Look, and we're going to get that. We need to find that. Put that in your search engine and get that. Because see, look, just like when a baby is in a mother, see, look, it's not formed all at once. See, I mean, I've never been in there. I never had a baby either. But I've actually seen a woman's stomach grow. See. Now, why is that important? Because it don't look the same the first month, second month. It grows.
Yeah.
See, it's like assembly, it does what? It grows.
Yeah.
See, he added to, see that? Types and shadows?
Yeah, okay, and that we didn't finish that up.
Okay.
So that was Acts 2:47.
Okay.
Praising Yahweh and having favor with all the people, and Yahweh added to the congregation daily such as were saved.
See, he added to the assembly. See, that means that the Pope, your minister, or you can't add to the assembly. You can't go and say, come be a part of my church. See, the only thing we can do is try to get you to understand, or really we can't even do that. We just, preach the gospel, and we ain't even doing that.
Right.
So what are we doing? Vessels. We're just vessels. That's all we are. We're just vessels. And see, Yahweh he preaches through the vessels. And see, he added to the assembly. See, we don't know. See, this teaching is a real, you know what? I've seen this happen, where Yahweh uses a vessel, and that vessel is no longer in class, no longer in this teaching. But see, that vessel was used to do what? To bring you in. See, and then you sit there. See, and that vessel, he didn't serve this purpose. It's gone. See, so we want you to understand that it's Yahweh that added to the assembly daily, such that you be saved. See, just like that ark. See, and you understand, I keep pointing to this ark because I want you to see and understand that, look, when Noah had to call those animals into that ark, don't you realize that Noah wasn't going, ooh, did I forget one? Ooh. Yahweh did what? He brought the... Huh? Yeah. See?
Got the man.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
You see that? Yahweh did what? He was the one that caused those animals to go in that ark. You might as well say he was the one that made them behave too. See, because they, anyway, we don't get to that. He had to make them behave. See, he had to call them to that ark. See, just like he's doing what he's calling us. See, I'm telling you, this is something. See, because we got all these types and shadows. See, if you don't catch it over here, you can catch it over here. See, and that's what we want you to see. Now, look, what we're looking at here. See, all of these charts is what the founders saw in a vision and a revelation. See, now anybody can get up here and point to these charts. See, but it's the understanding. See, and look, it really, this has to become a part of you. See, you have to, I keep saying this, you have to have an experience. See, you see what they experience, but you have to have an experience. You have to see, you have to get to know Yahshua. See, and look, he is, oh gosh, how do we do this? He's with you. See, that's if you understood that he was with you and that you didn't need nobody to be a mediator. Give me 1 Timothy 2:5. See, you don't need a mediator. See, I know that people want to be a mediator. It's you know, people. That's what people do. You know. See, your parents, they play the role of a mediator for a little while. You messing with my child? See? And they step right in there and play that role of a mediator. And they do a good job. But your parents can't always be with you.
That's right.
Yeah. And that's what we're trying to get you to see now. He can always be with you. And that's what we want you to see. And that's why, you know, it's so important for you to come into an understanding of Yahshua Messiah in you. See, to hear that small, still voice. See, to recognize that he does, and he does speak to you. And he can speak with you. See, now that's the other part of this lecture. So you can understand. See, we talked about he spoke to that assembly. See, Yahweh, man, now we're really getting ready to go into the deep end. We're getting ready to say that we talk to God, and God talked to us. So that pretty much means everybody in here is certifiable. If you talk to the right person. Because they'll say, what? You talk to what? And you hear voices. See, it's funny, but not so funny. Because first of all, if you say you hear voices or you hear the voice, you know, you pretty much need to go into the nut house. See, but we're going to show you that now. If you're part of that assembly, it's him that's talking to his creation. See, all right. What did I ask for?
1 Timothy 2 and 5.
The mediator.
For one is Yahweh, and one mediator between him and men,
Right.
the man Yahshua the Messiah.
The man, Yahshua Messiah. See, that's the mediator. Nobody else.
Right.
See, Adam.
Right.
See, Eve had one husband.
Right.
See, in that garden. See, and that was Adam.
Mm-hmm.
See, she couldn't go to no other husband. It was Adam. See, we got one husband. See, and that's Yahshua the Messiah. See, that's what we're trying to get you to see. See, all right. What did I ask for? That was it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So now, we showed how the ark, and we showed how their Pentecost, how when they came out of that upper room, see, they preached that gospel, and I'll get ready to go into. I know what I wanted. Didn't know how to get it though. Look, all of the prophets, see, Isaiah, Jeremiah, Ezekiel, Moses, see, all of those prophets, see, they spoke, see, and they heard, see, the words in their heart and in their mind. See, and it was the words that they heard that they told the assembly, that they told Israel. See, now, give me Joel 2:28. Let's do this. Give me Joel 2:28. And then we'll get into this part. I gotta just lay this thing first. Because see, no. We want you to understand something. You can rely on Yahshua's side. You don't need me, see, to be a mediator. You don't need your mama to be a mediator. See, go ahead.
This is Joel 2 and 28.
Right.
And it came to pass afterwards that I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy, and your old men shall dream dreams, and your young men shall see visions.
Now, who's giving this? See, he said, I will pour out my spirit. He didn't say, look, he's very specific. He said, I will pour out my spirit. To get you to understand that he's going to be the one that's going to cause you to have dreams.
Right.
This is how he communicates. Cause you to have dreams, cause you to have visions.
Right.
See, go ahead.
And also upon my servants and upon the handmaids. In those days will I pour out my spirit. And I will show wonders in the heavens and in the earth, of blood and fire and pillars of smoke. The sun shall be turned into darkness and the moon into blood before the great and the terrible day of Yahweh.
So he's showing you that, you know, that's what happened when he was on the cross. See, it turned dark when he was on the cross, but that's not what we're getting to. Look, get you to understand that it's Yahshua the Messiah. I point here, but it's the resurrected Yahshua Messiah, see, that speaks to us. See, just like he was the Word or Son, see, that appeared unto Isaiah, that appeared unto Jeremiah. It said the Word came, and look, that wasn't, as we make a joke, it was not the Bible.
Right.
See,
Right.
give me John 1:1 and John 1:14. It was not the Bible. See, but it was Elohim, see, that appeared unto them and told them what to write.
Right.
See, look, folks, God's not dead, but God never was alive. But Yahshua Messiah is not dead.
Right.
See,
John 1 and 1. In the beginning was the Word, And the Word was with Yahweh, and the Word was Yahweh.
Mm-hmm.
The same was in the beginning with Yahweh.
Right. So that word, see, Yahweh took on shape and form. And see, that's the word, or that's Elohim. See, now give me 114.
And the Word was made flesh.
And that same word was made flesh. Or this is Yahshua, this is Yahweh taking on shape and form in the flesh. Walking, look, what greater love to come down for the creator of heaven and earth to die for his creation.
Yeah.
See, I mean, look, he didn't send nobody. He didn't send Michael. He didn't send Gabriel. He came himself and died on that cross. This is why he's jealous. Because we have ignored him and accepted somebody else. See, yeah, he has every right to be jealous and very angry because he then came down and died on the cross. And look, and when he was on that cross, they said, look, you save others, save yourself. See, his mission was not to jump off that cross.
Right.
His mission was to go to a death, be buried, and resurrect. See, and that woman, see, or that body resurrected with him. See, just like when Adam resurrected, Eve was presented to him, to Adam, just like when Yahshua side what resurrected, that body was presented to him. See, and that body, look, everywhere he went, that body went. See, because he's the head. See, that's what we're obedient to, our husband. Yeah, that sounds really strange. I'm up here talking about our husband. Don't get that twisted. Because I'm not twisted.
Right.
Okay, what?
And dwelt among us, and we beheld his glory, the glory of the only begotten of the Father, full of grace and truth.
That's right, full of grace and truth. All right, so now get ready to get something I wanted to do about hearing that voice, that small, still voice. Elijah. Yeah, you know where I'm going. Yeah, exactly. See. All right. See. Yep, because we heard that we heard that voice from heaven. See, because look, he doesn't dwell. He's not walking around as a physical man. See, once y'all start to take up that flesh, you never see him no more like that. See, we don't know him no more after that. See, so we ain't gonna put the title of Savior on no man.
Right.
That's right.
See, if you want to be the Savior, sorry, you ain't it. See.
1 Kings 19:11 and 12. And he said, Go forth and stand upon the mount before Yahweh. And behold, Yahweh passed by, and a great and strong wind rent the mountains, and brake in pieces the rocks before Yahweh. But Yahweh was not in the wind, and after the wind an earthquake, but Yahweh was not in the earthquake. And after the earthquake a fire, but Yahweh was not in the fire. And after the fire a still small voice.
See, that's what that is, that small, still voice that you hear in your heart and in your mind. See, it's that speaks to you. And see, look, his body is devoted to him. They will not worship another.
Yeah.
See, and look, no other. They're willing to die. See, and it's always been that way. See, you got Daniel, you got who was thrown in the lion's den. See, who was doing what he wanted to do. Because they said, don't you go pray, don't you go worship. Said, nope, I'm going to do it. And he knew.
Right.
Daniel knew you don't, look, he told you don't go pray.
Right.
And he went. Did it anyway. And look, thrown in the lion's den. See, but look, and what is it, Meshach? I get these three guys. Shadrach,
And the
those guys. They were thrown in the furnace. See, and look, all they had to do was fall down and worship that image. You know, look, here's an image, and the image could be just about anything you want it to be.
That's right.
It could be your mama, your daughter, your wife, your job. Just fall down and worship that image, and then everything will be cool. See, you won't suffer the consequences. And they said, nope. We ain't doing it. Say, no matter what, even if we do get cast in there, we ain't doing it.
Yeah.
And the outcome was, okay, we're going to do what? They threw them right in that furnace.
Yeah.
See, but Yahweh was with them. So we're trying to get you to see that Yahweh is what, he's with you.
Yeah.
You don't need another.
Yeah.
And you can hear that small, still voice. Because see, look, you represent the congregation or the church or the assembly. See, and there's only one body. There's not a whole bunch of churches down here. There's only one body. See, and Yahweh gives you the name. See, oh man, this is so deep, you know, because, all right, so what was that? All right, okay, so I got that one. Talk about Daniel, lion's den, thrown in the fiery furnace. See, talk about Joel 2:28. So let's see. After the day of Pentecost, what happens? Paul, give me Paul, the Apostle Paul. Watch this. See, Yahweh is always. See, he's not dead.
Yeah.
See, man died, but not him.
Yeah.
See. So with the Apostle Paul, remember the Apostle Paul, how he was, you know, he was a terror. He was a real terror. You know, he was sent with letters to do whatever he wanted to do. See, but Yahweh knocked him off. Yahshua knocked him off. Let's get that. See, get you to see. Go ahead.
Acts 9:3.
Mm-hmm.
And as he journeyed, he came near Damascus,
Mm-hmm.
and suddenly there shined round about him a light from heaven.
Mm-hmm.
And he fell to the earth, and heard a voice saying unto
Wait a minute,
him.
he heard a voice. Why are you gonna hear? Where you hear that voice at?
Mm-hmm.
See, he heard that in his heart and in his mind.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Saul, Saul, why persecutest thou me?
Now see, that's something else you gotta look at too. See, this has always amazed me, that Yahweh knows your name.
Mm-hmm.
He knows who you are, where you are, see, and what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
See, so when he said to Moses, he had no problem. He said, Moses, Moses, and to make sure he said Moses, Moses. Just make sure you understand who I'm talking to.
Right.
I know who I'm talking to. I'm talking to Moses. I'm talking to you.
Right.
Yeah.
So he
Right.
knew who he was talking to. And he said, not only did he look, I know your grandfather,
Right.
your great grandfather.
Right.
See, we still them short.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That's wrong. Go ahead.
And he said, Who art thou, sir?
Mm-hmm.
And Yahshua said, I am Yahshua of Nazareth,
Mm-hmm.
whom thou persecutest.
Mm-hmm.
It is hard for thee to kick against the pricks.
You see that? He told him who he was. He
Mhm.
introduced himself. See, don't you
Right.
understand that Yahshua can introduce himself to you?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And you don't need nobody?
Right.
See,
Right.
at this point, Paul, he was known by the priests and all those boys. See, but now he got rid those, put them to the side, and Yahshua spoke to them.
Mm-hmm.
Yahshua
Right.
spoke to him. See, trying to get you to understand that, look, you're going to have to become conscious. You're going to have to realize that you need to have a communication
Yes.
with Joshua's side, just like your head communicates with your hand. If it stops communicating with your hand, stop communicating with your leg, see, you know, you can actually be paralyzed.
Yeah.
Mhm.
See, and there is no communication. You want to move that leg, I mean, you really do, but you're paralyzed. You can't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
See, we're trying to get you to see and understand. See, that's like not having the communication with Joshua the Messiah. So you want to have the communication, so he's the one that moves your leg. You think I'm talking about a leg. I'm actually talking about attributes. He's the one that moves your arm. See, I'm
Right.
talking about attributes.
Right.
See? Go ahead.
And he, trembling and astonished, said, Yahshua, what wilt thou have me to do?
That's what we got to ask that question.
Right.
What do you want us to do? What do you want me to do, Yahshua?
Right.
You ever ask that question?
Yeah.
And instead
Yeah.
you go to the minister and
No.
say, what do you want me to do? And you know the case, you know who did that? I know, Samuel did that. Samuel went to that guy, get that. Samuel went to that guy and said, hey, what? Now, nope. That's not what we need to do.
Right.
You need to understand that, listen, you need to go to Yahshua Messiah yourself.
Yeah.
Right.
You
Yeah.
need to have a communication.
Yeah.
See, don't be paralyzed.
Yeah.
Right. Right. Right.
See, have that communication. And he knows who's his, and he knows who he's talking to. That's why they getting that look. When Yahshua Messiah walk around here playing, say, you had neither heard his voice nor seen him.
Mm-hmm.
Now that's a deep thing to say. But you're going to say that to the scribes and the Pharisees who believe they walk around all high-minded. You're going to tell them, you ain't even heard it. What? I mean,
Yeah.
those are fighting words.
That is.
I'm a clergyman.
Yeah.
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 You going to tell me I never heard his
Yeah.
voice?
Yeah.
Who are you?
Yeah. Yeah. That is. Yeah. Right.
I mean,
Right.
come on.
Right.
So to make
Yeah.
that statement, he
Mhm.
had to be the one that was speaking.
Right.
See,
Right.
that's what. See, I know you probably don't know what I'm talking about when I swim, but he actually did say you need to heard his voice. You need to,
Yeah, he
I,
did. Yeah.
Rose or somebody find that. Go ahead with the other one that I asked for.
Samuel, 1 Samuel 28:12,
Mm-hmm.
11. Then said the woman, whom shall I bring up unto thee?
Mhm.
And he said, bring me up Samuel.
Is that the one I wanted?
No, that's the
Not the
picture.
one. No.
That's King
Uh,
Saul.
King,
He wanted
yeah.
3 and 3 and 4.
What?
Mhm.
Good for?
1 Samuel 3 and 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
About
look
the
at that.
little child.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.
1 Samuel 3 and 4.
Mm-hmm.
Yahweh called Samuel, and he answered, here am I. And he ran unto Eli and said,
Now wait a minute. Who called Samuel? Did Eli call Samuel?
No.
Or
No.
did Yahweh call Samuel?
Yahweh calls him.
See?
Yeah.
Did Jaquita call you?
No.
Gabby.
No.
See? You see what I'm saying? You gotta know that
No.
voice.
Yeah.
See, you might not know that at first.
Right.
But see, establish a communication. That's what he's gonna do. You're gonna get to know your father. You're gonna get to know your husband. See, go ahead.
and he ran unto Eli and said, here am I.
Here am I. What'd you say?
Yeah.
I mean, why not? Because he don't know his voice yet.
Right.
Go ahead.
For thou callest me. And he said, I called not.
See, he didn't take the credit. He said, yeah, man, I called you. Go over there and do that. Go ahead.
Lie down again. And he went and lay down.
Mm.
And Yahweh called yet again Samuel.
Mhm.
And Samuel arose and went to Eli and
He
said,
did it again.
He did. Yeah.
See, go
here
ahead.
am I, for thou didst call me. And he
I know you
answered,
called me. I like this. I know you called me, Eli. I know you did it. Reverend Pastor Baker, that was my pastor. Pastor Baker, I know you called me.
Mhm.
and he
I didn't call
answered,
you. Yeah, I did call you. That's what my pastor would say. I called you. Go ahead. Give me your money. Go ahead.
and he answered, I called not my son. Lie down again.
Mm-hmm.
Now Samuel did not yet know Yahweh.
Wait a minute. He did not yet know Yahweh.
Yeah.
See, at a point, you don't know him.
Right.
But at a point, you gonna have to know him.
Right.
See, you walk in this door, this all sound like Greek. I know it, dude. I know who, know what, Yahoo. Go ahead.
Right.
Neither was the word of Yahweh yet revealed to him.
Mm-hmm.
And Yahweh called Samuel again the third time.
Mm-hmm.
And he arose and went to
Even
Eli
that's
and
a
said,
message. Why 3 times? But go ahead.
here am I,
Mm-hmm.
for thou didst call me.
Mm-hmm.
And Eli perceived that Yahweh had called the child.
Now see, Eli perceived. Now why did Eli perceive? Now don't forget who Eli is. Eli is just not some average Joe.
Right.
Eli is the priest.
Yes. Right.
See, so he's a big man, and his son's a priest.
Mhm.
See, so yeah, look, go ahead.
Therefore Eli said unto Samuel, go lie down, and it shall be, if he call thee, that thou shalt say, speak Yahweh,
Speak Yahweh. See, go ahead.
for thy servant heareth.
See, thy servant here. See, Samuel became familiar with that voice, and he went about to do what? To anoint David. You see what's going on? To anoint
Right.
Saul. He became, that's how, look, he knew that voice. So when Yahweh said, Samuel, go anoint David. Who are you? At that point, he didn't have to say, who are you? Because he knew who it was and said, go over there, and he just went over there.
Yeah.
You see, I mean, folks, look, he speaks to us now. See, and that's what we're trying to get you to see. I know that, look, it's hard, and a lot of times, I'm just gonna be honest. A lot of times, we all say this too, and I don't think nobody's not guilty of this. That you say, man, I should have done that.
Yeah.
I should have done that,
Mhm. Oh yeah.
but I didn't do it.
Mhm.
See, a lot of us do that.
Mhm.
See, and you're going to continue to, I'm going to be honest, I believe you're going to continue to do that. See, because you got distractions.
Mhm.
See, but this is a learning process.
Mhm.
And this is a fleshly world that we live in.
Mhm.
See, but we become more and more familiar with his voice.
Mhm.
See, to the point when he's revealed from heaven. See, we know who he is.
Right.
See, we know who he is. And we're not saying, we're not going to call him Jesus Christ.
Right.
Hey, Jesus. We're not going to call him Allah. See, because we know his voice. And see, if he knows his name, see, he knows our name.
Mhm.
I mean, what did I ask for?
John 5:37.
Okay.
And the Father himself, which hath sent me, hath borne witness of me.
Mm-hmm.
Ye have neither heard his voice at any time, nor seen his shape.
Ah, man, those are fighting words. I mean, really,
Yeah.
those are fighting words. Who was he talking to? Go up a little bit. Who was he talking to? Because I consider those fighting words. You know, you're going to tell me I ain't never. Now, it's okay if I'm a knucklehead, but if my profession is a priest,
Yeah,
then yes, I'm upset.
yeah.
Because remember, I'm supposed to be a priest, and I'm supposed to at least act like I've heard something, act like I've been called,
Right.
Yeah.
and try to make it convincing. Now you doing that in front of Yahshua, he's calling you out. You liar. That's funny. Go ahead.
Okay, these are the folks, John 5 and 18.
Mhm.
Therefore the Jews sought the more to kill him,
Mm.
because they contended that he not only had broken the Sabbath, but said also that Elohim was his father,
Mm.
making himself equal with Elohim.
Mhm. Keep going.
Okay,
Read it again.
then answered Yahshua and said unto them, Verily, verily, I say unto you, the Son can do nothing of himself,
Mhm.
but what he seeth the Father do.
Mhm.
For what things soever he doeth, these also doeth the Son likewise.
Let me say this to our visitor. We want you to come back, and to those who are out there listening YouTube, look, we want this to be known that, look, down in this class, we worship Yahshua the Messiah, and no flesh has the right to stand up here. See, and if you come to this class, no flesh has the right to come and say, follow me.
Yeah.
Get this straight. We follow one and one only, which is Yahshua the Messiah. And that has to be all of our testimony. See, but there is no other mediator.
Yeah.
See, there is nobody else. You understand that? We all make mistakes. See, and we can look at the flesh and say, look, he made a mistake. Not Yahshua.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
John made a mistake. Well, John's gonna continue to make mistakes. One of the things I'm gonna get off the sidetrack. One of the things about my job is that I deal with money, and when you make a mistake, it's a mistake that you shouldn't be making. But we make mistakes. Now, it does me no good to say I never make a mistake and act like I never make a mistake, because quite honestly, when I do make a mistake,
Right.
that fall is even worse.
Right.
If you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah. Yeah.
See, the pride of a man. See, that's what a problem is.
Right.
See, we don't want to have that pride. See,
Right.
see, look, we worship Yahshua. See, it's
Right.
like this. It's like, give me Matthew's the fourth, Matthew the 4th chapter. See, Yahshua goes
Right.
out. See, after he's been baptized by John the Baptist, he goes out. And this is what he does. See, because look, remember we talked about the prophets. See, and you see how in the law how they worship their golden calf. See, and that evil spirit. See, those demonic spirits. Their job is to get you to worship anything other than Yahshua
Yeah.
Messiah.
Right.
All right, and look, we're going to prove this. If they will come to the Creator of heaven and earth, manifested in a physical body, please do not think that you can stand up to that.
Right.
You can't. This is why we need that shield. Put on the whole armor. Put on the shield. See, because you're no match.
Yeah.
We're no match for that adversary.
Right.
See, go ahead.
John 4 and 1, or Matthew 4 and 1. Then was Yahshua led up of the Spirit into the wilderness to be tempted of the devil.
See, just like they came out here in the wilderness. See, and they were tempted. See, they failed miserably and worshiped that golden calf. See, go ahead.
And when he had fasted 40 days and 40 nights, he was
They were out there
afterward.
40 years. See, I'm telling you, this thing is something. You think I don't have a written script. I'm not making this up as I go. Go ahead.
He was afterward hungry.
Mm-hmm.
And when the tempter came to him, he said, If thou be the Son of Elohim, command that these stones be made bread.
If thou be. See, he knew who he was. So we can go into that. We ain't gonna do that though. He knew who he was. See, now that's who's talking to him.
Say.
We'll say.
Yeah.
Yeah. See how many names he got? Lucifer, Satan, the devil. But we all realize, yep, same guy.
Right.
Go ahead.
Right.
But he answered and said, It is written, Man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that
See,
proceedeth
this is
out of
how
my
we
mouth."
live, by every word that comes out of Yahshua Messiah's mouth. Not out of your mouth. Go ahead.
Right.
Then the devil taketh him up unto the holy city and setteth him on the pinnacle of the temple.
Now take him up to the holy city. See, now he didn't take him to up to Jerusalem above.
No.
Because he can't go up there.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
No.
So don't get that twisted. Go ahead.
Mm-mm.
And saith unto him,
Mm-hmm.
If thou be the son of Elohim, cast thyself down, for it is written, He shall give his angels charge concerning thee.
And he see, the devil knows what's written in the law and the prophets. You see that? And that's how he confronted him. He didn't say, yeah, do this, blah, 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 blah. No, he went to what? To the law and to the prophets.
Yeah.
See, that's why you're going to have Yahshua in you. Because, see, you ain't no match for somebody that can go to the law and the prophets. You ain't talking about these little jack-legged preachers who don't know nothing.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Go ahead.
And in their hands they shall bear thee up, lest at any time that thou shalt dash thy foot against a stone.
Mm-hmm.
Yahshua said unto him, It is written again, Thou shalt not tempt Yahweh thy Elohim.
Mm-hmm.
Again the devil taketh him up.
See, he's determined.
Right.
You see the determination?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Determination to get you to worship him
Mm-hmm.
and not to worship Yahshua Messiah. You see that? That's determination.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Again the devil taketh him up to an exceeding high mountain, and showeth him all the kingdoms of the world.
They showed them all the kingdoms of the world. I mean, think about that. See, a lot of it was a cave for a lot less.
That's right.
You know, kingdom, I don't really need a kingdom, just give me a car. Just give me $1 million. Woman, just give me the finest one. I mean, we were cave for a lot less.
Right.
See, I know you don't get thought of this, but look, he took them up there and showed them the kingdoms of the world.
Right.
The riches and everything. And see,
Wow.
people have caved for a lot less.
Right. That's true.
Yeah, it's funny.
That's true.
So it's
That's
out
sad.
for you.
That's so
Go
sad.
ahead.
And saith unto him, All these things will I give thee,
Mhm.
if thou wilt fall down and worship me.
See, that's the condition.
Right.
Just fall down and worship me. See? And see, you know what? Listen. See, as men, men don't realize it a lot of times. See, the people look up to people,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and that's what they do. I mean, in the field of singing,
Mm-hmm.
you have movie stars,
Mm-hmm.
actresses. I mean, you
Sports.
have athletes. People look up to people,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
you know, and the athletes, they know it, but they don't know who's doing it
Right.
all the time. They call them fans.
Right.
Yeah.
See, they don't really know it. See, that's why, don't listen to me. When you're up on this floor, do not forget to give Yahshua Messiah the honor and the glory.
Yeah.
And to tell people, it's not me.
Right.
Yeah.
It is the Holy Spirit. Why is that so important? Because see, I'm gonna tell you. Look, when you first come to class, I'm saying this to really to YouTube, not to you guys. When you come into class and you come into these schools, see, as newborn, you come in there and what do you see? You see, wow, ooh, wow, ooh, ah!
Yeah.
And the stuff is like amazing. You know, it's you know what it's equivalent to? It's equivalent to, now watch this, it's equivalent to healing the blind, to the hearing the ears. That's what it's equivalent to.
Yeah.
So you want
Right.
to see miracles, say greater miracles than you would do. And that's why people, see, he said you would do this, and see, people are looking for somebody's eyes, and see, that's what people are seeing. They're saying, wow, my eyes are open. See, greater things that you would do, and your eyes are open, you see. See, and then you're like, whoa! What manner of man had the gods fell down from heaven?
Right. Right.
You see what I'm saying? This is what, see, and sometimes you're not aware of what's really going on. See, but you got to be aware of this. Take it off of you
Right.
and put it on Yahshua the Messiah.
Right.
See, because, listen,
Right.
when if I should fall, at least when I do, and if I have to fall, I can say this from the very beginning, I'm nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So, see, I'm trying to get you to understand that Yahshua is the head of the church.
Right.
He's the head of this assembly. I started off by saying a congregation, what is the church, what is the congregation? And I can honestly say that is not what I got up here as, you know, I want to go into it. Totally different. You know, totally different. I wanted to talk about singing a new song, you know, because I was showing that this morning, but you know, you can't do what you want to do.
Yeah.
You gotta understand that, you know. You don't
Mhm.
see when they were led by that cloud. See, they were led by that cloud. When the cloud,
Right.
I said, give me. I got maybe a few more minutes. Give me Numbers the 10th chapter. Watch this. Give me Numbers the 10th chapter. See, when they heard there was a certain horn that was blown,
Mhm.
and when they heard that horn blown, it was then that they knew whether to fight
Right.
or to gather around that.
Right.
See. So let me get you to see. Look, and look, Yahshua is the one to open up your eyes to get you to see.
Mhm.
He's the one to get you to hear. See.
Numbers 10:1.
Mm-hmm.
And Yahweh spake unto Moses, saying, Make thee 2 trumpets of silver,
Mm-hmm.
of whole piece shalt thou make them,
Mm-hmm.
that thou mayest use them for calling of the assembly,
Mm-hmm.
and for the journeying of the camps.
Go ahead.
And when they shall blow with them, all the assembly shall assemble themselves
Look
to
at this.
thee.
You see these angels? Look at they doing. They're blowing the horn. They're blowing the horn. Why are they blowing? See, that's what's going on. See, this is a piece of trumpet, but the horns have been blown.
Mhm.
Well, yeah. See? Yeah. Go ahead.
All the assembly shall assemble themselves to thee at the door of the meeting
You
tent.
see that? See, look, when you hear that voice, now I'm going to pick on everybody. When you hear that voice say, go to class, that's that trumpet saying, assemble yourself.
Right.
Don't fail to assemble yourself. Don't the scripture say that? Don't fail to assemble yourself.
Right.
See, that's that trumpet that's been blown. Get your butt to class. Do, 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 do.
Right.
What'd you say? Do, 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 do. Get your butt to class.
Mhm. Right. Right.
Go ahead.
Oh, assemble themselves to thee at the door of the meeting tent of the congregation.
Mm-hmm.
And if they blow it but with one trumpet,
Mhm.
then the princes, which are heads of the thousands of Israel, shall gather themselves unto thee.
Mm-hmm.
When ye blow an alarm, then the camps that lie on the east parts shall go forward.
You see that? You got to know the difference between that trumpet, man. Sometimes it's just assemble yourself. Sometimes you have to go to war.
Yeah.
You understand that?
Yeah.
And you might have to go to war, and you won't have such and such and such and such with you.
Right.
All right?
Yeah.
When you
Right.
going to war, as long as you got Yahshua side with you,
Yeah.
see, you can fight thousands.
Yeah.
See, just like David, and I've said this before, I'm gonna say it again. Look, David killed his what? His 10,000,
10,000 to
His Saul's what? His
killed
thousands,
thousands.
See, and Yahshua side cast out a legion. See, if that gospel, if that Holy Spirit is in you, that's what's taking place. See, that gospel has been preached. See, and when you assemble, the gospel has been preached, folks. And when it's being preached, that's the bell, Dean. Look, when the gospel is being preached, don't you realize what's happening? That those evil spirits, they have to flee.
Right.
They got to go.
Right.
Okay, did this bother you? Yeah. Anyway. See, look, it has to do what? They have to flee. They gotta go out. You remember how they went out of those out of that guy who was not in his right mind?
Right.
We falling down in the fire and all that.
Right.
And, you know, and what happened? They came, those angels, those demons came out, and they went into the pigs.
Right.
See? And they went in there, and the pigs went into the water. See? Get you to see, understand, look, by the preaching of the gospel, that's what takes place. And be aware of this, that if you sit in this class, we are vessels. And the true preaching of the gospel casts out demonic spirits. Because everybody got it.
Mhm.
And once the preaching of the gospel is being preached and they're
Right.
cast out, they got to go somewhere.
Right. Yeah.
That's why you got to be sealed.
Right.
And if you're sealed, then they can't get in there.
Right.
You understand? But if you're not sealed, they're going
Right.
to look at you like
Yeah.
rat and cheese.
Right.
Like a dog and a cat. I mean, I don't know, that's a terrible analogy. I like the rat and cheese. See, folks,
Mhm.
time is short. The world is getting wickeder and wickeder.
Mhm.
And it's going to get even worse.
Mhm.
So, cling unto Yahshua Messiah. Ask him to give you an understanding. And ask him to give you a desire to learn of him, to study.
Yeah.
He will do it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You realize that he will give you that desire to study,
Oh yeah.
you know, and
Yeah.
that's what you want.
Yeah.
You know, just even if it's just 5 minutes or 10 minutes, whatever it is,
Yeah.
Mhm.
to give you that desire to study. See, we believe in the saving of the soul. See, And with that, all honor and glory goes to Yahshua. And I just give him all the honor and the glory. Don't give it to no other vessel ever.
Right.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Thank you, Dr. Quates. This ends our class for today. At this time, we'll have a few announcements. To invite you to please come and study with us. We meet at the Best Western Plus in Hillside, 4400 Frontage Road, Hillside, Illinois, every Monday and Thursday from 7:30 to 9:30 p.m. and every Sunday from 12 to 2 p.m. We meet on the second floor in the Wall Street room. All lectures are free and open to the public. At this time, we'll have doxology by Brother Amir Coleman.
Now unto him that is able to keep you from falling and to present you faultless before the presence of his glory with exceeding joy. To the only wise Elohim, our Savior, through Yahshua the Messiah, our sovereign, belong glory and majesty, dominion, power, both times, now and forever. Let us also.
Hallelujah.
But that look.